talking about revealing themselves to us. From Love Island to literature, our next guest has gone from starring in real-life love dilemmas to writing about them. Here to tell us all about her debut novel, it's Amber Gill. Hi, Amber.
Oh, you look absolutely gorgeous.
You
It's
do.
a vision of absolute beauty.
Yeah. Where's your head at, Amber? What does that mean when they ask that?
I think, like, I don't want to use...
Do you fancy me?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Are you putting all your eggs in one basket? Like,
Yeah, that's the other one,
yeah,
isn't it?
like, where's
Yeah.
your head at? Like, do you like me? Is your head going to turn? Like, that's the vibe.
Do you love watching it now from, like, the comfort of your own home? Or...
Oh, I love it way more. I think I'm, like, a super fan now that I've been on it. Like, I absolutely love it.
This one's vintage, isn't it?
This one's, like, chaos, and I love it. It's never been... Like, I've never watched one that's so messy, and I'm here for it. I absolutely love it,
love it.
So, what would you think of the questionnaire idea, then?
Not for me.
No? Why?
No. Because people would just lie to you, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I would. I'd just say all the best things and then be like, oh...
Yeah.
And then they'll find out later. It's not the best way, but yeah, definitely I wouldn't be giving out questionnaires.
I can't remember. I was a huge fan of yours on Love Island, but I can't remember if you were one like Danica, who sits people down and says, right, and she has this great long list. She's this beautiful, smart, kind, gorgeous girl, and yet you see men literally just... they just
like,
I keep calling her Danica from HR. She's very much from HR. Or like part of the welfare team. Like, she's looking after everyone. But yeah, no, I wasn't like that. I'm very laid back.
She'll probably have a clipboard tonight, actually.
Yeah, write it all down, I know.
But she'll get the one that she wants in the end. Even if there's no one in the villa, I always think if she knows what she's looking for, she'll scare off all the ones that she doesn't need to waste her time on, and then she'll find her clipboard.
Maybe there's something in that. Really know what you're looking for and don't...
So are you a romantic, then, Amber? I mean, obviously you're in Love Island and now you've written a romance book, a romantic book, so are you a romantic?
I think with the right person, I used to always say no. But then when you date the right person, you just are, aren't you? And you sort of change a little bit, so half and half, depends on the person.
Yeah.
Was it fun to get lost in the fantasy of writing romance instead of the romance sort of the spotlight being on you?
Yeah, it was so nice. I completely forgot about my own love life when I was writing it because I was just loving the whole creative process and building all the characters and stuff like that. I just had the best time doing it.
And how long did it take to write? Because I think people sitting home don't realise what actually goes into writing a book.
We started talking end of 2020, so like a year and a half of the writing process. It took a long time, yeah.
So what made you want to do it? Because, I mean, it is a big undertaking.
It's huge, but I've always had a passion in English and writing, but I never thought I was good enough to, like, do anything like that, because but it's hard to know whether you are or you aren't.
Yeah.
And then Mills and Boon were wanting to diversify their audience, their authors, and the characters in their books, and so we launched a competition. But then after launching the competition, they were like, what about you? And I was like, what do you mean, what about me? And they were like, would you ever want to do it? And I was like, you know what, I would love to. Like, I used to read romance, and I never used to read about anyone that looked like me or sounded like me, and I didn't realise at the time how much that actually matters to have, like, representation. Like, I was just loving it. But to write a book that I would love to read when I was younger was just, like, the best thing ever for me.
And what made you realise it does matter, then?
Just as I got older, you know, like, I came from Newcastle, there was nobody that looked and sounded like me. It's just good. It's like, it's good for the soul to just, like, have,
recognise
like,
yourself,
like, see yourself and resonate with somebody. It's just nice, yeah.
So have you written, is the story and the romance what you kind of, was your ideal? Is it what you wanted?
A little bit. I try to keep it away from me because I really wanted to be creative.
Yeah.
But yeah, romance, like, top
And
tier
are there
guy.
sexy bits in it?
There is, so I did have a co-writer.
Is it like 50 Shades of Grey?
No, it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. No, sorry. No, I couldn't. It's hard to write those kind of bits as well. I was like, oh, I'm not sure about this, but my co-writer, Nadine, who was, like, my rock throughout it, she was like, this is a romance, Amber. Like, it's a romance you're going to have. So we've got, like, 1 or 2 chapters of a little bit of something.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of something, but not too much, not too much.
But you were saying about keeping it away from yourself. It's so difficult, isn't it? Because, obviously, you're on Love Island, you won Love Island, and everyone is interested in you, and you know what I'm going to say next, because you do your live tweeting in Love Island, and you made a comment about switching teams, and it has just got such a lot of attention. And I bet you wish you hadn't tweeted it.
Yeah, I did. I tweeted straight after saying, that one should have stayed in my drafts. Like, I should have. But I've got this really bad habit because I'm just very, like, on my Instagram and on my Twitter, I'm just being myself. Yeah. And sometimes I forget on Twitter that I've got 400,000 followers. I just forget, and I'm just tweeting as if I'm tweeting to my friends. And then I saw it getting lots of traction. I was like, oh, no. Oh, that's not good. Then I just had to deal with the consequences after. But
so what were you thinking then when you tweeted that?
Just what I thought, you know, that's what I thought, you know. It was just a light-hearted joke as well.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I definitely wasn't ready to talk about anything that I had tweeted about. So then when everyone was talking about it, I was like, oh, I'm not even sure if I want to talk about this right now, so it was hard.
Yeah, that is such a difficult line, isn't it, that you get drawn into. And I'm not going to ask you any more about it because I don't like, you know, forcing people to answer questions about their sort of personal feelings. Well, no, I do. I'm a journalist, but you know what I mean. I don't think it's appropriate. I don't think it's appropriate in this setting. But you know, if you're not ready to talk about something, it's very difficult when you have the level of profile that you have.
Yeah.
How do you maintain that line for yourself?
I just sort of think about what's right for me, and yeah, it's hard because you've got all this pressure, and it's like, well, I should say something, but should I? I don't know.
You dealt with it really well because you basically said, I said something, I'm not ready to talk about it, end of story. And I was like, wow, that's a really great way of handling it, and it's not up to anyone else what you say and what you have to talk about. You kind of just said, not ready for it, see you later.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's really...
Are you in a relationship at the moment?
I'm not. I'm single at the minute. Okay. I know, which kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't want to talk about it, because it's like, well, what am I doing anyway? I'm not dating anyone, so there's nothing to, like, report at the minute.
Yeah.
So who do you think is a true love at the moment in Love Island? Who would you bet for?
None of them.
None of them? You don't...
Sorry, no, I know I shouldn't really... I don't know. Gemma and Luca, maybe, but I don't know.
Who do you think's going to win, then?
No idea at this point.
Really?
Who do you think's going to win?
I think Gemma and Luca will win.
Yeah.
I think in the end, Gemma and Luca will win.
Yeah.
I do. Because I do think it is quite a love... To see a boy that came in that was all about what position do you like and what's this, and I was like, at the beginning, I was like... And to watch a boy truly fall in love for the first time is very...
Oh, she's an old romantic. Emphasis on the old.
Yeah.
Thanks, Amber.